The Board of Public Works and Safety is now in session. Please rise. Rosemary, would you lead the Pledge of Allegiance, please?
I pledge allegiance to
the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, if everyone would please silence their phones. Reverend Frank Oldman will do our invocation.
Let's pray. Gracious God, we ask your blessing upon this Board of Works and Safety. Bless their efforts as they continue to do what they can for this community. Bless the mayor as he leads this community, both here as well as the city council. We ask, dear God, that if any of us are struggling with concerns or burden upon our hearts, that you will give us peace through those efforts. And this we pray in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Frank. Okay, I'd like to welcome everyone. We'll have roll call.
Jim Barrett,
Here.
Tim Bidley,
Here.
Jerry Irvin,
Here.
and Ned Reedman.
Okay, and that will not be her here. She's with her husband up in Richmond. Okay, you have the minutes of October 7th regular meeting. Is there any additions or corrections?
Motion to approve. Second.
We have a motion second to approve the meetings as presented. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you very much. Going down to new business. Sharon here?
I was just seeing her walk in.
Oh. Oh, Harry, that's good. Walk right in.
Walk right in.
Sit right down.
Thank you. I'm here today. Thank you for seeing me. November 3rd, we was wanting to know if we could use the city parking lot to do a event called Celebrate Hope. And it would have, it's about recovery. There'd be testimonials, there'd be music, different organizations, Brianna's Hope, Celebrate Recovery, different places will be coming to set up to just help give people education, understanding on addiction and recovery.
Okay, so you gonna need any help from the street department or anything on this, or from the police? You gonna need anything?
The only thing we would be needing is if we can have the parking lot, it would be a Sunday afternoon, so it would be just maybe putting up the roadblocks so people won't park in there and things of that sort. And they're welcome to attend. We would love for them to.
How much parking lot you got? It goes the whole thing or just
We
half?
would like the whole thing,
The whole thing, okay.
yes.
Darryl, did you hear that?
Yes, sir.
There you go, Sheriff.
Motion to approve.
Okay, do a motion. So moved.
Second.
We have a motion second to approve the request. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you very much.
Okay, and the time will be from 2 to 6. So it won't be like in the evening or anything, it'll be just 2 to 6.
Okay. Okay,
Okay?
thank you, Sharon.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, B, approval to work on the right-of-way.
Good afternoon.
Aye.
Thanks for seeing me. My name is Cole. I'm with BSA. Basically, we have a small underground job here in town. It'll be to Superior Oil on 1500 Western Ave. Like I said, it's all underground. So we'll go from a riser on the north side of West 16th Street. Go 53 feet west, parallel to the right-of-way, and then we'll do a 80-foot road bore underneath to the company. So just seeking permission to do that, work in the right-of-way parallel and then road bore underneath.
Okay, so will there be any of the road tore up or anything?
No, no road cuts.
No road cuts? Okay.
Motion to approve.
You have a motion second to approve. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Diana?
On the community crossing projects, we've been trying to reduce the cost as much as possible. they had listed thermoplastic instead of paint in the contract. And this change order is reducing the cost from the thermoplastic back to paint. It's in the amount of $21,622. I just need approval of the change order.
So moved.
Second. A motion and a second to the change order to save us $21,622. All in favor, signal by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you, Diana.
Thank you.
Okay, going down to item D. Virginia?
Good afternoon.
Hello.
I am here today to ask the board to remove a bill that I was charged for an ordinance violation, and I have taken the liberty to make some packets for everybody. I'm sure these are the same pictures that you have, but it'll probably just help.
Virginia, I just want to limit you to 10 minutes today, okay?
Yep.
I got one.
I guess you probably do. To make it really just quick and easy, when I got a violation in June of 2019, June 13th was the date it was written. I picked it up on June 17th. We began to make cleanup efforts. I was told by the ordinance enforcer that as long as we were making progress, that he would not be pushing it any further, that, you know, they just wanted to clean up. To which I said, you know, we would, and we did. I would like for you to take special notice of pictures dated June 4th and a packet that's dated September 4th. Those are gonna be, you know, the ones I would like to look at first. The third picture in, you can see, should look like this. I want you to take and look at this picture. You can't see the shed for the things that are grown up there. There was bushes, trees, all that stuff was grown up there. You couldn't even see the shed in this picture. This was June. This is when I got my violation. And the next picture is our tomato cages in the garden area. Which, you know, there's nothing there except for tomato cages, which are stacked, you know, neatly. The next one is some trash bags that were stacked up. This is actually a cement slab that used to have something there. I'm not sure if it was a shed or maybe a mobile home, I'm not sure. And you can see the furniture behind it. The next one I think shows, is kind of like just a little bit of a pivot. Shows the backyard again. You can't see much, you can't see the shed at all for the weeds. All the furniture that he had set outside, you can see. And the next one is another picture kind of zoomed into towards the back side of the shed. And you can see some tires stacked up there. I'm not sure what exactly that was, but I think it was a cabinet. Here's another picture of the trash and furniture and debris that was there. That's what it looked like in June. Now, if you switch over to September 4th, where would you like a
I
packet?
got one, thank you.
Okay. If you go into the second picture, you'll see that The front porch had some office chairs on it. It had a decorative metal shelf, and it had a trash can that had been knocked over. Now this picture is of the trash that is just a very small area. It was 13 by 18 feet, and that's a very generous measurement of that area. And if you'll look at this, you can see that most of this right here is grass. Over to here is just grass. This right here is just shade, where the shade of the shed had cast a shadow. All the trash was right here. All of this is just grass. The next picture is of the wood line, which wasn't even my property, but still, you can see where we had killed out all the weeds. We had sprayed, it was killed down. This area, again, you can see where we had killed out all those tall weeds. They had been sprayed, they had died out. We had cut down brush, which is where that brush pile came from, is where we had cut down the brush around the property, around the shed, stacked it up there, and it had not yet gotten taken, to the compost. And it's just a different angle of pretty much the same thing on the next one. And this is just kind of standing back from it, and it's the same area. Like I said, you can see where we had sprayed stuff down. It was, where he had, trying to clean it up and putting it, and stacking it in piles. This is a little cabinet that was there, and this is actually the only thing in what would have been the north or the southwest corner of that property. The only thing there was this one piece that had not been picked up yet. All the furniture had been gone. The tomato cages had been moved from the grass area to actually setting on the cement slab. Again, stacked neatly. But this picture right here, I really want you to look at. It's, I think, the last picture in that packet, because this really does show all the trash outside of, that cabinet that was over in the corner and the tomato cages. This is the amount of trash that was picked up. There was no more tires. I won't say no more. There was a few tires, I think 4 to 5, counting the bicycle tire. But that's what it looked like when the street department came in. Now I briefly want to look at the packet that looks like this. I think you have it, sir. I think that's what you see here. This picture is what that house looked like when the street department pulled up. That is what was seen, with the exception of the office chairs that they took off the front porch. They took the office chairs and the decorative shelving unit off that front porch, but this is what it looked like. Every ounce of trash that was there was behind a privacy fence. It wasn't a completely enclosed fence, it was a section of fence. The barrels were back there, and everything had been kind of put there. But I think that these first few pictures here really show in truthfulness of what this property looked like when the city got there. They did nothing to the sides of this house or to the front of the house except take the office chairs and the decorative shelving unit off of the front porch, which should have never been taken off the front porch. Because they were in their proper place, they shouldn't have been removed. But they were given orders by Dennis Myers in his work authorization to remove them.
You got about 3 minutes, Virginia.
Okay. I want to show you what the street department, how they left it. They left it in violation. If you don't mind to just pass them through, would that be okay? They left my property in violation of the city ordinance. They charged me $2,323. They said it took 6 people, 5 hours to clean up that little bit of trash that you've seen with a loader and a dump truck. I think that's extremely excessive. It should never have happened. My barrels that they took, our tomato cages, our office chairs, our wire shelving unit, the grill that was in the back that they actually took out of the ground, the dirt piles that they took, that was all, none of that was against ordinance. And it should have not been removed, and it should have been left alone. But this bill is insane. It's absolutely outrageous, and I'm asking you today to reconsider that bill.
Okay, anybody got any questions for Virginia? I've seen some of these.
I'd just like to add that we had absolutely made a good faith effort to clean that up, and we were not given a timeline, and we were not given a second notice. As policy states, we should have received a second notice, and we did not. And we were never given a timeline that said, hey, you've got 30 days, or you got 60 days. He just said, as long as I can see that there's progress being made, then we're not gonna push this. All we want is it cleaned up. Which I said, that's fine, and we began to clean it up. And I think that the pictures show that we did in fact clean up the majority of it.
Okay, it's up to the board here to decide.
Thank you.
Thank you, Virginia.
Thank you.
My opinion, when, we have to utilize city equipment to go on a property and clean it up, it costs money. And I have never been for reducing any fines whenever the street department has to go on personal property and clean it up. That's the homeowner's responsibility, and I'm not in favor of reducing any fines. I'll make that in the form of a motion.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to not reduce the fines. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay. Thank you, Virginia. Okay, going down to resolutions 2019-17 through 19. Rosemary?
Resolution 2019-17 is a resolution to transfer $8,400 from landfill perf to landfill part-time labor. Resolution 2019-18 is a resolution to transfer $1,000 within landfill from other contractual to uniform rental. Resolution 2019-19 is a resolution to transfer $23,300 from clerk treasurer fringe benefits to 140 non-reverting insurance, transferring $500 from council fringe benefits to non-reverting insurance, transferring $1,200 from mayor fringe benefits to non-reverting insurance.
Okay, need a motion to,
Motion approved.
Second.
we have a motion and a second to approve resolutions 2019-17, 18, and 19. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Thank you very much. Going down to item 4, department matters. Mike? Oh, Brad?
Lost some weight.
Good afternoon.
Aye.
You've seen our report. You might notice on the last page there's some pictures of the Fink Company lift station. The crew is back in town this morning on the east side of the river. All the pipe is laid on the west side of the river, and the bore has been made under the river. And they're starting to dig towards where our lift station location is gonna be. So, shouldn't take, I'd say in about a month, that thing will be pretty much finished up.
Good.
The only thing we're gonna be waiting on, they haven't got a delivery date on the pumps. So the station will probably be done and we'll be waiting on the pumps to be installed. So, also, we just completed a project about $60,000 or $70,000 rebuilding airport lift station. We just put new Vaughn chopper pumps in there. And we've been having problems up there with that old station, so it's all refitted and retooled. The last thing I wanted to tell you about is, I don't know if we've even talked to you about this, but we've been working on a water main replacement project on 30th Street that we have to get done before the paving next year. And it's about probably about a $400,000 project. They're gonna bore a new water main in the center of 30th Street from Ohio to Grand. You know, we've had a lot of leaks up there. And we've gotta get that fixed, because I'm afraid when they come through there and pave, it'll just start leaking everywhere. So, what we're doing, the engineering's pretty much done, and we're getting ready to start potholing and finding depths and all that, and that project will probably be bid in December. So we've been a little lax on reporting about that. Maybe we did talk about it
We did.
a year ago, but it's getting down to the serious part now, so probably in December we'll have a bid letting. So,
Is that the main, one of the main that runs the water tank on it?
no, it's a service main that, I don't know why, it just leaks a lot. We've had a bunch of bad leaks up there on that one. I knew that if we didn't get it replaced before this paving, it's gonna be a disaster, so
Good idea.
that's about it. Anybody got any questions?
Well, one thing I'm talking, speaking of paving, you might want to tell them about the Grand Avenue project. We're done with it. You might speak a little bit on that.
Grand Avenue, we had the ribbon cutting on Friday, and it's all complete, and I think, as far as I know, none of the residents up there are unhappy. We've got a little sewer odor problem that I'm working on fixing with a few houses up there, but I think we'll be able to get that resolved. But everybody seemed to be really happy. It turned out pretty good.
We had a good grand opening.
Yes, it did. Yes.
And one other thing on the paving, you know, in the last 4 years, we've done $4 million worth of paving. And this, of course, we've had the storm separation. They've done a lot of paving. And one of the things I've noticed, I'm going to ask, you know, this is very expensive. And I'm asking the residents in the front of their neighborhoods and stuff, please pull the grass or spray the grass around, because I know we've poured some retaining walls, and I've known that there's grass growing out of them. All that's going to do is make the city look worse, and it's going to tear up your property. So we've spent a lot of money, and we like to go do more in the city. So please, the stuff that we've taken care of, please maintain it, because it really helps out. Because I think when you get a road paved in front of your yard or in front of your home, and you see how nice it looks, it can only look nice, keep nice, if you keep the weeds out of the curbs, out of the sidewalks. And so I'm just asking for your help to do that. So,
While I'm here, I'll give you a little report on the paving. It's probably about 85%, about 80% done. We've got Virginia, Indiana, and the cross streets up in the middle of town to finish. We did about 80 ADA ramps and corners. They're pretty much finished. There might be one or two to finish. So that's been a pretty big project, and it's almost finished. So if those people that live on those streets in the middle of town, they didn't get to pave any today because of the rain, keep their cars out of the way for just a few more days, we'll be finished.
by the end of the week, if the rain stays out.
Yep.
Okay.
Should be. About 3 more days of paving, it should be done.
Thank you, Brad. Thanks. Okay, going down to department mental reports. You could be first, Dan.
Yeah, that's a good choice.
You did have to say that, Jim. Well, I want to report on some of the good things that are happening around Connersville. And you see it more on social media than you do anywhere else. In fact, I've been accused of hamming that, but it's funny, we spent a bunch of money with Purdue, and their recommendation was to hire a part-time intern to do social media and to help improve the online reputation of Connersville and the community, which we've done. And then we turn around, we have people saying that we're grandstanding. So it's at any rate, I'll take the good anytime. We had the chamber had the BAM grand opening over the weekend, ribbon cutting on Friday afternoon. Then Brad was just talking about the ribbon cutting up on Grand Avenue with the completion of the Grand Avenue project. We have a daughter that lives up on Grand, and so we're glad that that's complete and open back up, and it does look nice. And it does have an impact when people come to Connersville to consider us for an attraction for new business. Paved streets, well manicured lawns, generally property cleaned up. I applaud you and this group and the city council for enforcing the laws when properties are not the way they should be, and have had ample chance to improve them, and the city has to come in and do it. I applaud you for doing that, and for a little tough love, I think, will help in creating a better community and a better environment that will be conducive to attraction of new business. Speaking of that, I just got back with the new tenant for the old Walmart area this morning, directing them with utility contact numbers and employment folks with workforce development and manpower, and with Duke, Connersville Utilities, and Ohio Valley Gas, getting them online and hooked up so that they can start their occupation of the old Walmart facility. And I don't know if you've noticed, there's been an uptick in employment with East Terra Plastics. They've received a huge contract. They've leased more space out of the D&M building. Don't know how long they're going to be using it, but I know they have 2 shifts going now. So they've hired some people and plan to continue to hire more. So there's some good things happening in Connersville, and I'm happy to report that. Do you folks have any questions for me?
No.
Jim, I'm sure you have a long list of questions for me, don't you?
No, not today.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dan.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dan.
Troy?
Good afternoon.
Hi.
The month of September, we had 120 runs, 300 hours on emergencies, 32 hours doing inspections, 11 investigations, 30 hours on pre-planning, 260 hours on education. Overtime. $1,259 in overtime, 2,063 on FLSA, which is mandatory overtime, for 3322 altogether. We staying real busy right now, getting ready for the winter months, doing our hose testing and getting everything wound up. Just real busy.
What about your hiring? How you doing on?
We did a agility test on the 12th. Had most of the guys volunteered to come in and help, so we had to get it done in 2 or 3 hours. There were 23 people eligible to go through the test. 20 showed up, and 9 of them were knocked out on the hose track mostly. Pretty tough test this year. So we got 11 people. They'll go on to a written test November 2nd.
Okay.
Quick question for you, not on the hiring. The baby box, that's in Station 4?
The baby box will be in Station 4. I believe it's gonna be delivered around November 4th.
Okay.
And then they're hoping to start on it right around there, get it in and get it done.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, Jordan.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Catherine's in a meeting. Carol? Chief?
Good afternoon.
Aye.
Month of September, the Connersville Police Department issued 1,096 calls, issued 71 citations, 5 warnings, investigated 6 injury accidents, 42 non-injury accidents, unfortunately 1 fatal accident, conducted 123 traffic stops, and 78 arrests. Any questions?
Yeah, it was supposed to start on Monday Friday with the new way of cleaning up properties. Can you give a report on that right now? or-
I do not have a report on that. I would ask that Dennis, I don't know that I do this here, but I would ask that Dennis could have some extra hours this week to get going on that. He's scheduled 20 a week, but if he could get 32, I think it would help him get going. There is a huge list of properties in there that need to be checked. I don't know if you approve that or we have it.
Actually, the 29 would be the limit.
Okay, so you can work 29, okay.
Can you do that now, Rosemary, or does it have to be approved by council?
No, it's just, we can go right now.
Okay.
There's a long list waiting for him when he comes in tomorrow, so
Yeah.
wasn't sure he could get it all done this week.
It's gonna be pretty hard. How many do you think are on that list?
You know, I'd have to ask Jackie to be sure. I wanna say I saw 10, 15, and I think she's added to it since then.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Carol.
Thank you.
Okay. Daryl?
Good afternoon.
Aye.
All right, well, we're trying to gear up for all this nasty weather and leaves and all that stuff. Our new truck is on the road and legal now, which is a good thing.
Yes.
So, we do have a box ordered for it for salt. It'll be here in plenty of time.
I'd like to wait till February. Before we use salt.
Yeah, I was really hoping for May. But, you know, okay. We'll take what we can get. But yeah, we've just been busy. Poor Tony, he's been working really hard getting the transfer station back in shape. It just really got out of hand. And we just had so much coming in.
This is the compost site.
Yeah. So, but we're getting a handle on it, getting ready for the leaf season. Got the machines down, being prepped and all those things, so we're moving along.
Okay. Got any questions for Daryl? Thank you, Daryl. Dale?
You ever look at that?
For the month of September, city share expenses was $67,626.93. Receipts was $53,979.89. Difference of $13,647.04. We did 370 runs and drove 8,973 miles. Any questions?
How you doing on your doors?
Getting closer. We've got, waiting on one contractor to give me a bid back on concrete work, and then we'll have everything ready.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Any more questions? Thanks. Okay, go on down to old business. Any old business? Is there any miscellaneous business? If not, we'll go on down to claims and payroll.
All right, for the city, we had a total of $172,071.98. Utility claims was $309,179.72. And our payroll total was $9,104.75. We need a motion to approve.
So moved. Motion second to approve claims and payroll. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, hey Brad,
Was that approved last time?
I think we did. On 2102 North Park Road, didn't we approve that trash pickup last meeting?
Yeah.
I think we did.
Is that where the rehab moved?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought we did, yeah.
Okay.
You wanna do it again, just to be on the safe side?
No, that's good.
All right. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now we're going down to public forum. Is there anybody like to speak to anything? If not, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Got a motion second to adjourn. All in favor, signify by saying aye. All opposed, adjourn.